And the past fight inside Myanmar, they had decent ranking points, but they didn't achieve any kills because Axe's rate was just ferocious. If ferocious, it's Tony K with that triple tap to knock QB off his socks.
That was a sharp shot coming out from Tony K, and now the circle is not in their favor as well. Geek fam, how do you get out of this situation? Circle's closing in, and you have to push against the like of FaZe. It just seems like you just cut the loss here. Just move on with whatever members you got.
And you just look at how sharp FaZe Clan is on those long-range engages. Ventoris as well as Tony K, they've managed to spot the danger. With Maroon 5 also in position to just basically land a few taps across. And that's a curious 2 clean points for FaZe Clan without having any retaliation from Geek Fam. Possibly the best thing that they could ever get out of the early game.
You have at least about 100 plus point, 111 points in Super Weekend 1. If you crash down right now, there's going to be another 0 added onto your list here as EVOS just crashes straight in. RedFace is now within the compounds. They're going up against it, but RedFace takes down Silence, and now in the back end, the BN loses another member. Only 2 members left standing for the side of Banam United here. Whitecat, though, he's the guy to look out for. All the info is being transferred onto his end with his teammates. Just hiding by the car, but the grenade takes both down. It was a trade of nades here, and but EVOS will have the upper advantage to blow off the vehicle. That's eliminating his allies and Banam's allies, and actually go in for the revive.
Yeah, it could have been a better scenario out there because they managed to almost secure those points upon EVOS Reborn members, but they don't really have that field of view. Now Lyzerg's definitely kind of cut off with AKgTaMyo arriving at the back. He has to make that smoke trail work out for himself as he cut across to the police checkpoint, or security checkpoint as you may call it. Putting on the ground as AKgTaMyo tries to seek them out with the grenade, and Lyzerg definitely knowing the risk, he will just go proning for the meantime. Zuxi finds Matoy, and that's Jumper on the ground. Bigatron basically taking members off of Team Secret as we go back into the lower end on HiBoy now, fighting against his previous teammate and basically exerting dominance as he takes down Jumper.
Oh, it's the Team Secret versus BTR. High. He's the one man. If BTR has a grudge on EVOS, then Secret has one on BTR. And Ryzen, he's looking. He does know that FaZe is within the area. Well, obviously he doesn't know it's FaZe, but he sees someone here. BTR Ryzen saw the head getting picked up on
third party.
Yep, third party. FaZe Ventura secures Jumper onto his point sheets here, so, and immediately just booking an exit. So FaZe going in unpunished, immediately getting their points and getting out. 4 rivals though on the other hand, getting into
Sharks.
Yep, Sharks jumping into the infested water maybe from the high end, will be shooting down towards them. It feels just about done at this point.
Appy losing health bars as he takes a little bit of a deep dive, and he is basically drowning. And Team Secret, the first Malaysian team to crash out of match 3. Appy still catches a little bit of a slight brief of error as he basically got back to the surface. And you look at that scenario, there was no way that Team Secret is getting out of that fight because FaZe Clan is on top of the hill. Bigatron is still committing towards another scuffle here. And this time it's Vampire Esports. Stone already knocked down on his feet. FaZe Clan still not too far away. HiBoy all alone. A little bit of split action coming on for us out of Bigatron Aliens. And it's not going to be working out too well when they don't have those vehicles to rotate about. Meaning to say they have to commit to this, but Vampire Esports don't look like they want to, but they found HiBoy with a grenade.
Man, it's always Schweppes just clutching out for Vampire. We've seen it again in Arangel during the gas station clutch there. But now he's doing it again for the side of Vampire, allowing them to make these rotations, and now they're going to come in from the flank side and maybe get a better position to take on this fight. BTR does have compound to play around with though, but they know that High is down. But Stone is also down. It turns into a 3v3, but Flukes goes eyesight onto Ryzen, will take him down and confirm that kill, so no info will be going on his end. He will be on the spectator.
Oh my. quite a difficult situation to get out from. Suxy is pushing in all alone though, and he managed to find a catch. It sweeps on his crosshair and almost taking him down for the turfs. But Bigatron and Aliens, they only walk away with that 1 point, not being able to finish off that fight. And Vampire basically submerged their fangs onto the necks.
And it loses nothing. Bigatron Red Aliens, although, you know, they're aliens and they bleed green, but still, Vampire, they're not picky with their kills. They're going to secure whatever they can get.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if it's green or other colors though. Like
probably red.
Yeah, it's a predator, you know, it's a different kind of form. Oh my! Speaking of a predator, it's C-Sky only getting that double catch on top of the hill. Vampire Esports is not leaving anytime soon. Shabs needs to save the day. A shot being fired at C-Sky's only left foot. Well, he might just be adventurous, but that's no arrow to the knee for now.
Yeah, that would have been horrible if they would just would go down in that fashion, like right after a good win, and then you just lose members because you were just standing still for far too long. But now Vampire Esports will get the info, knowing that they're by the sniper's nest here. They might look to push, might not. They have eyes onto APG though. It seems that they know they've scouted out some sort of movement on their end, so we'll be in a cover of smoke. But FaZe Ventores. Third partying again, just getting stoned.
Man, that definitely feels bad. While FaZe Clan, they definitely had an advantage in that fight, just camping out on a choke pole angle from quite a far mile away. Now, Haynom's going to suffer for a little longer with Damru going to cut off any sort of plans that Axis Red One has. Volky tries to go prone, and now getting shot from another different angle. It's Kachao Susu trying to trade right back, but it's Miracle that brings them down. Ponzai gets a shot onto Damrud, and that will be him on his feet. Wow, those long-range engagements might have actually worked well for our teams. It's Mika there that will be taking that point off of the Thai side that's been able to secure the knock. So, great third-party points for Axis Red One, but I think that Volky will just have to hold his own for now. Nate now only having Miracle all alone. That grenade's gonna catch up, and look at the shots and the flank coming out of Volky to save the day.
Yes, he definitely made the best of a situation here, but Micah, he's just as good as dead right now. Oh, but Vampire Esports, same can be said about them though, as they just went into ONix and gets shredded down with the vehicle. But Flukes tries to turn the tide around, but with C-Sky in the vicinity will come in with the retaliation here. ONix, they will survive so far, can look to pick the members up.
Now ONix kind of go on a 2-2 split, and thankfully enough, having that two members to still be somewhere close by is going to be able to get them back up in no time if they were to basically set up a trail of smokes to get back into the sniper bunker, as Vampire Esports is hoping to actually get a few more catch. Napshit now finds Mika. So Axis Red One, they got to find their way into this phase 5 circle, and whoever dropped into Milta early on had that huge advantage. Anchor PUBG in position, and suddenly Vampire Esports, they get chunked down, and there's no place that they could possibly hide out from that open hill. So too many crosshairs have been able to eliminate the top team of Thailand. So ONix now needs to take note of that, because they honestly don't have cover just like how Vampire Esports had.
Yeah, but they were the ones occupying the sniper's nest. However, they have time to play around with those. The circle's not closing in just yet. They're still well within the zone here. But take a look at MSC Chonburi. Oh, getting sprayed down one after another. It's APG coming in and immediately eliminating the Sharks.
Just look at that perfect lineup as he bring out that DP28, and MS Chonburi didn't even see that one coming. There's only a few more of all these compounds that's going to be left out there. Anchor PUBG can still stay put. They don't have to worry too much. Meanwhile, the ones inside of the power plant over on the northeast section, they got to make it out, and they will have to battle teams such as NFT as well as Anchor PUBG to get right in. Lyzerg having a little bit of widespread out there, but the south side remains to be a little bit safe for now, as RQ Ryu, what's the next course of action? Because they have to take a flight eventually.
Right now, RQ only losing one member though. They're still very well within capabilities to take that fight, but I guess they want to play compound for the time being. Don't want to go out too soon, but immediately crashing onto the houses of APG. But the nade will take them out here. It is a nade from his ally too. Will take out FaZe, but also his friend, and that was a double-edged sword coming up from APG though. Now it's a 2v2 against FaZe Clan. TonyK still alive, so they have to be careful. They cannot get comfortable. The nade has been tossed on forward. That should reveal some sort of position coming up from FaZe. Can they hold though? APG, they have the high ground in the second floor.
At least TwenTY has gone out with honor as well. And that was a nade that needs to be set up. He have to take that sort of risk in order to bring down FaZe Clan. You look at Maroon 5, he's not going to be able to join in the fight. It's only down to TonyK to ensure that FaZe Clan stays up on top. As EVOS Esports, they're pushing forward. They're finding the crosshair on top of RQ. It's on a smoke. He brings in the Molotov to burn them all down. And RQ is out at 8th. They got a total of 4 elims to book out with. Dakon is the man on that mission. Meanwhile, Ventores is swarming up the building. Anchor PUBG, they got to find ways, and then they will be able to bring one more down. And Anchor PUBG, they retaliated. Now it's down to TonyK, 1 versus 1. With Anchor PUBG here, the revives can be set. TonyK is gonna lob that grenade, and he will get them all. So what a beautiful flush. And Anchor PUBG, they got that 6-pointers to book out. Microboy now going with a push. They will find the numbers here. Now down to the 5 teams battling it out on the outskirts of Milta.
That was a heated battle, but no! NFT gets naded down as well with Infinity, who's occupying this compound in the house, actually having the best of covers compared to all these teams who's just playing by the foot here of this hill. Will try to make it forward, but NFT just spamming their throwables onto the side of EVOS Esports, not hitting them, a little bit too far back, but EVOS, they could very well come in with the upset coming from the side, but they're trying to push it in. NFT Esports eliminated.
And they should have actually go in for a quick reset as well. Infinity was lobbing nades after nades. Basically, it's rock, paper, scissors. And EVOS Esports, they know that the whole squad of RQ was wiped off alongside with NFT the same way it has happened. And they will try to put that pressure onto the Infinity. This team have not lost their momentum ever since the past C Championship itself. And they just won that chicken dinner. Look at the Infinity. They are on a roll, and they just have all it takes to actually close out the game. 4 members still there, Lyzerg alone, 2 members of FaZe Clan still left, and the only possibility that anybody can challenge, it has to be EVOS Esports to do it.
Yeah, but the Infinity, though, they do have one advantage above the rest, and that is they have cover to play around with. Look at the circle. All the other teams on the outskirts will have to run and push in. That includes EVOS, that includes EVOS Esports, who's right now just by the nick of the blue zone. So they're pressured by time here. FaZe as well will have to leave their cover soon enough, and that's going to play on the favor of Infinity, who will have covers to play around with. So they will have free eyes onto this terrain here. Let's take a look at this split screen. EVOS Esports trying to make a maneuver, gets into one of the carts, tries to move on forward, will drive on fourth. Does not know that EVOS is within the area here. Will get sprayed down by the Infinity. Unfortunately, clipped onto no one. FaZe making an attempt as well. Under the cover of smokes, they're venturing way closer than they should.
And this is going to be a difficult scenario to play out from EVOS Esports. They try to squeeze right by, and look at the crosshair coming from Lyzerg. He finds a member coming out of EVOS Esports who tries to move in with the buggy as he goes in with the spray transition. Man marking his way. Meanwhile, over on the other corner, Infinity is looking for members of FaZe Clan who's trying to make their way out of that smoke, but they're being suppressed. They're forced to pull on their bellies, and with the DP spray down there, Dakon and the rest of EVOS Esports is going to launch that attack. Now, outside of the blue zone is FaZe Clan trying to survive. They may not be able to do all too much, but they will crack in whatever first aid kit in order to buy more time to get more ranking points. 4 points out there, and now it's the battle between these 3. Lyzerg's just going to be staying silently as he tries to find the pick on there, and he gets one though.
Infinity though.
Holding.
Infinity's going to make a push. They drove on forward. You know, FaZe Clan's just going to heal himself up. He only has about like 4 meds left. Last I checked was 7. So it goes down to EVOS and EAGLE Esports to try and make an upset against Infinity if they want to. But it looks like EVOS might meet onto EAGLE Esports even before that could ever happen here. The pre-fire has been shot, but Infinity is in with the third party, so he will.
Whoa!
Lyzerg will instead look his way onto Infinity, who got snayed with Microboy coming from the flank side here. Infinity now only has 3 members that could shoot back. Logan now up against Lyzerg, who has eyes and has info on the rest of Infinity. Microboy is going to push on forward. Probably saw the healing going on. The revive will not make it. Lyzerg left behind the crates, will try and play his situation out of this, but it seems so heavily onto the side of the Infinity. It feels almost impossible to try and get it down, but Lyzerg gets 1 kill, but eventually the Infinity will come in with a back-to-back chicken here in day 1 of the Super Weekend, week number 2.